Alright, Shalom, Shalom, Shalom. This is your brother Kahan from the GMS Prophetic Vibration Camp here in Trinidad with another edification to the power and spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Alright, so first and foremost, Kal Halayim La Allah Hayanawa Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Akal Kodash Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahushai, Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahushai. Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahushai. Alright, double honors unto the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone that rule well. Double salutation unto the brothers who preaching and teaching this truth throughout the four corners of the earth, risking their lives and their freedoms to do so no more than ever. Shalom unto the speckled bird Israelites, and shalom unto the very few but faithful Akwat, which is the sisters, alright, that listening and learning. Alright, the title of this edification is The Eagle is Showing Himself. Alright, the eagle is showing himself. And when I say the eagle is showing himself, you know, you brothers any know should already know what I'm speaking about, you know. Alright, which is Babylon the Great, which is Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. Alright. They are showing themselves for who they truly are. Alright, pursuant to the eagle representing Esau Edom. That is their symbol, that is their main symbol, their main indicator, alright, as to who are the Edomites today. Alright. When they go to ancient history, alright, and you go back to Petra, modern day Petra, Jordan, which was actually Bozrah, alright, which was Bozrah. If you take a look at the city of Bozrah, ancient city of Bozrah, you know, they will see a lot of the symbol, a lot of the carvings, their stone carvings, you know, they carved out the eagle. Alright. If you go through Grecian, ancient Greece and ancient Rome, alright, the eagle was still their symbol. Transcended into now, alright, they still go by that symbol, that indicator. Alright, there's what it is. And then you have now Trump declaring that the bald eagle, the American bald eagle, is their national bird. Alright, that is why the scripture says pursuant to Psalms, pursuant to Psalms, is it 64 and 8? I believe. Yes, Psalm 64 and 8, where it reads, "So shall they make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away." Alright? So this is what it is. Alright, they are coming out and showing out, you know, they're not holding back as pursuant to who they truly are, showing the world who they truly are. Alright, pursuant to their true identity, their true nationality. Alright? This is what it is. Okay, they are the true Edomites that the Bible speaks of. Alright? And more every day, you know, they show out themselves. Alright? This is this man can neither hide himself anymore. Alright, and you know, it's actually the Lord. You know, it's actually the Lord that is doing that, you know, pursuant to it's actually the Lord that is exposing them. When I say doing that, let me be more precise. It's actually the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, is exposing them. Jeremiah 49 and 10. Alright, where it reads, "But I have made Esau bare I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. Alright, so this is the situation here. The Lord is exposing Esau, so because that he is being exposed on such a high level on an everyday basis, he's of the notion of, what, to hell with it. To hell with it. We done being exposed, alright, we done being exposed without the shadow of a doubt, alright. There's too much evidence pursuant to who we are and whatnot, so for that is coming out. So it's best we just own up to who we truly are, own up to our identity, own up to our heritage, own up to our history. Basically, that's what it is. Alright? Let's own up to it and show the world who we truly are. Alright? Let the world know who we truly are, what we represent, what we stand for, and whatnot, so forth, so forth. Alright? And be proud of it. Because they are proud of it. They are proud of their history. Alright? Their murderous history. Their wicked history. They are proud of it. Alright? They are proud of it. Make no mistake about it. They are proud of it. And this is the reason why they are showing it out. Alright? But you see, it's all about Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai that is literally jamming them into a corner by the mouth of his prophets. Alright, that's why when I go to 2 Thessalonians 2, I want to go to the point, I think it's 8, I believe. Yeah, a matter of fact, I was sat at 5. I'm a reason why. 2 Thessalonians 2 and 5. Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things, and now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time. And this is the time of the revealing of who the wicked is, or who are the wicked according to scripture. Alright? He is being revealed in this time. Again, the prophets been exposing him, alright, and bringing out too much damnable evidence pursuant to who this man is, that he is forced, alright, that he is forced to accept it and speak on it, and bring it forth to light pursuant to who they are. Alright, and they are bringing it out with much pride. They have no shame in their nationality and what they represent pursuant to they being the Edomites. They has no shame, holding on to their heritage as they, being the Romans and the so-called Romans and the so-called Greeks, which were actually, alright, when I say so-called, because the true Romans and the true Greeks, they were Japhites, alright, but they had taken over, alright, that heritage and what have you, so forth, and place it upon themselves, and whitewash everything and what have you, so forth, so they are proud of their history of being the ancient Romans and what have you, so forth. And what was their symbol? The ancient Romans, the ancient Greeks, what were their symbol? What were their symbol? Alright, it was the eagle. Alright, so it says here, and now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time, for the mystery of iniquity doth already work, only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Alright, so the Lord has been exposing this man on a high level through the prophets, again, until he has been backed up into a corner, to the point where he now is exposing himself, but in a proud manner, not in a manner of shame and remorse. Alright, they hold that with a badge of honor. Alright, so it says here, even him who's coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders. Well, I don't really want to go down to verse 9. That's one that was to read from verse 5 to 8. Alright, to just prove a point. Alright, to just prove a point and showing, that the Lord is exposing these people, alright, for who they truly are. Alright, they are the true Edomites. These so-called white people, they are the Edomites. They are, alright, they are the ancient Roman Empire, the ancient Greco-Roman Empire. Alright, they are, and their symbol that was being used from back then is still being used today, proves without the shadow of a doubt who they are. Alright, that's why when I go to Revelation, let's take a look at Revelation 13. Alright, Revelation 13 and I think it's 4 or 5. Let me see, I think it's 3. Yeah, Revelation 13 and 3, where it reads, and I saw one of his heads as it were wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed, and all the world wondered after the beast. Alright? And they worshipped the dragon which gave power unto the beast, and they worshipped the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast, who is able to make war with the beast. You understand? This man's deadly wound was healed. Okay? This man's deadly wound was healed. Alright, he had suffered a deadly wound, which was they going into us Israelites, alright, of the Holy Roman Empire that was capital at Constantinople, Turkey, which is now modern day Istanbul, Turkey. Alright, we took them down. That was that deadly wound. And they all went into the Caucasus Mountains of Georgia, Russia. Alright, but what? After 1,000 years, according to prophecy, alright, after 1,000 years, they were let loose. Alright? That deadly wound being healed. Okay, that deadly wound being healed. And with that deadly wound being healed, they never shied away, alright, from their ancient heritage and what have you, so forth, pursuant to who they were and what they portrayed, and what have you, so forth. They never shied away from it. Alright, that deadly wound being healed, is not just only them taking over and what have you, so forth, not just only they ruling, having full rulership over the four corners of the earth and what have you, so forth, but, they showing off with pride, as into who they truly are and who they truly represent and what represents them, what is their identifier, so to speak. All right, what is their identifier? All right, I have some clips here, some pictures, and hey, it's so spiritual, because I think it was Brother Calab. All right, Brother Calab. All right, he had done some research, some deep research, and sent some pictures and what have you, so forth, and certain screenshots and what have you, so forth, that he had sent, and the Spirit have me to never delete them. Because I said, sometime the time will come where I would have to use them, and lo and behold, the time is now. All right, so bear with me. Okay, now watch this. Watch this. This is one. There's a couple that I'm going to slide through. All right, there's a couple that I'm going to slide through and what have you, so forth. All right, but I will start with this here, where it says here, what is the national bird and animal of Germany? All right, what is the national eagle of Germany? This is the Bundessadler. All right, I hope I'm pronouncing it proper enough, so to speak. All right. It says German for federal. All right. It's a German for federal eagle, formerly known as Reichsadler. All right. Or right, German for imperial eagle. It is one of the oldest coats of arms in the world, and today the oldest national symbol used in Europe. All right. All right. The Germans. All right, because if you take a look at even during the time of Hitler, because when I came into the shoot, and Brother Nagad teaching me and I'm learning from a couple other brothers, from outside there in Babylon and whatnot, elder brothers and what have you, so forth, and speaking about Esau being associated with the eagle and what have you, so forth, it make proper sense to me, because I am a person, before I came into the truth, even still to this day, I was fascinated with I was always fascinated with World War I and World War II and whatnot, so forth, and certain war movies and documentaries and this and that and the other. And besides America, the Germans, I always know that the Germans associated themselves with the eagle. Spain also too, had associated themselves with the eagle and what have you, so forth. All right, so it was not far fetched into coming to terms to the understanding. All right. Now next one here, let me see. As you can see there, the eagle there. All right, but even the Russians also. All right, even the Russians also, their coat of arms is a double-headed eagle. All right, because don't get it twisted. The Russians, they know that they are Edomites also too. All right, they know that they are Edomites. This when they go back to the Tsars. All right, which goes back to Caesar. Also, there's a time I had done a video with that's when this brother was in the truth, and he was amongst us, Brother Maragan, myself, Maragan, and Brother Yerushalayim. We had done a video some years back, breaking down who is Esau Edom, showing that the so-called white man can never be Japhet and what have you, so forth. And I had went into gotten some information that was of our old phone. I had lost that information though, but nevertheless, I had gotten some information pursuant to Esau Edom and what have you, so forth, and it was linking the Tsars, and also it was linking the Kaisers. All right, it was linking the Kaisers back to the ancient Rome. All right, because I think Kaiser, that name or that word Kaiser, it traces all the way back to Caesar. All right, and who were the Caesars? The Edomites. Now it had Jake Caesars. Don't get me twisted, don't get me wrong. It had Jake Caesars, but the ones that implemented it, to implement it was Esau. All right. Let me see. Let's go into Russia here. It says, while they do not have an official national bird, the double-headed eagle was the official emblem of the Russian state until the fall of the monarchy in 1917. Thus, we can say both of the following are true. Russia has no national bird, and Russia's national bird is the double-headed eagle. All right, now when you take a look at this here, all right, this was ancient, if you notice, Greek, because when you go to, this is prophecy here. This is actually, here is Daniel chapter 7 here. You're watching before your eyes. All right, Daniel chapter 7. All right, because when you go to Daniel chapter 7, I'll have to come back to that. When you go to Daniel chapter 7, all right, when you go to Daniel chapter 7, and I think it's verse 6, let me see. All right, Daniel chapter 7 and verse 6, where it reads, and after this I beheld, and lo, another like a leopard, because this was going into the four beasts, all right, which was the four major empires, all right, to rule upon the face of the earth, the Neo-Babylonian Empire, then the Medo-Persians, then the so-called Greeks and the Romans, all right. So verse 6, it goes into the Greeks, all right, which I will have to go. I will read this and then I will go to Maccabees. All right. To what I have Yashai for sending me to these scriptures, because I just doing this through the Spirit. I don't know scriptures written down or anything like that, but through the Spirit, Yahweh Hashem Yashai is leading me through, and I hope that I make it as edifying as possible for the listeners, whosoever may listen. All right. So it says here, and after this I beheld, and lo, another like a leopard, which had upon the back of it 4 wings of a fowl. The beast had also 4 heads, and dominion was given unto it. Now this is speaking about who? Let's take a look at, I will come back to it. Let's take a look at First Maccabees 1. And I will have to start at 1. First Maccabees 1 and 1. And it happened after that Alexander, son of Philip the Macedonian, who came out of the land of Chittim. Chittim today is known as modern-day Cyprus. All right, had smitten Darius, king of the Persians and Medes, that he reigned in his stead the first over Greece. So now, why does it say in his stead the first over Greece? He reigned in his stead the first over Greece. This was when the so-called white man first came into power. All right, through Alexander the Great. He was the first so-called white man to reign in Greece and really take power over the known world at that time. All right, because the true Greeks, so they were Japhites, and they were the Japhites were so-called black people. They were melanated people. All right, this is what it is. Verse 2, and he made many wars and won many strongholds and slew the kings of the earth and went through to the ends of the earth and took spoils of many nations, insomuch that the earth, Salakia, was quiet before him, all right, because he was conquering and bringing the known world at that time under subjection, whereupon he was exalted and his heart was lifted up, and he gathered a mighty strong host and ruled over countries and nations and kings who became tributaries unto him. And after these things he fell sick and perceived that he should die, wherefore he called his servants, such as were honorable and had been brought up with him from his youth, and parted his kingdom among them while he was yet alive. all right, which was his four generals. All right. So Alexander reigned 12 years and then died, and his servants bare rule, everyone in his place. And after his death, they all put on crowns upon themselves, so did their sons after them. Many years and evils were multiplied in the earth. All right, so this is the situation here. So now, all right, so this showing that leopard was who? That leopard was Alexander the Great. All right, now when I go back to the Daniel chapter 7 and verse 7, all right, Daniel chapter 7 verse 7, and it reads, and after this I saw in the night vision, and behold, a fourth beast, dreadful and terrible and strong exceedingly, and it had great iron teeth. It devoured and brake in pieces, and stamped the residue with the feet of it, and it was diverse from all the beasts that were before it, and it had 10 horns. All right, now this verse 7 here is speaking about the Roman Empire, the ancient Roman Empire. All right, now it was also known as the Greco-Roman Empire, because when the Romans came into power, they absorbed the Grecian Empire within them. All right. Now this is showing you here when Esau Edom first came into rulership by the Grecians, by Alexander the Great, and then it transcended into the Romans. All right, the Roman Empire were Edomites. So when you go back to this here, all right, this is actually showing you prophecy here. The Grecians, the Romans, and United States. Because United States of America, when you go back to the Revelations that I read, Revelation 13 and verse 3, where it read, and I saw one of his heads as it were wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed, and all the world wondered after the beast. This is actually speaking of the Edomites coming into power, but more so America. All right, America being birthed as the new Rome. All right, new Rome reincarnated. All right, America is Rome reincarnated. America is the new and revised Roman Empire. All right, this is what it is. For you who could get it, this is what it is. For you who can't get it, well, we're moving on. But America is that new and revised Roman Empire. All right, that 10 horn represents the European Union. All right, that 10 horns that it's speaking about it, and it had 10 horns. All right, in Daniel, let's go back to it. Daniel 7 and 7 actually. Let me see. All right, I'm gonna read it over. Daniel 7 and 7. And after this I saw in the night visions, and behold, a fourth beast, dreadful and terrible and strong exceedingly, and it had great iron teeth. All right, it had great iron teeth, because the Romans, they were the first to start to use iron and what have you, so forth. Weapons that are made out of iron and what have you, so forth. And they devoured and break in pieces, which means they were conquering and what have you, so forth. Because you have to remember what was Esau's blessing. Esau's blessing was the sword. All right, Esau's blessing was his sword, and it stamped the residue with the feet of it, and it was diverse from all the beasts that were before it. Why was it diverse? Why was the Roman Empire diverse? All right, from the others that was before it, even the Grecians, is because they left off from a monarchy rule to to, let me say, a democratic rule. All right. They no longer, because if you go and do your research on the Caesars and what have you, so forth, it was not a monarchical rule where, a particular, the rulership going through a particular lineage. All right, the leadership was not going through a particular lineage. All right, it was going under democratic, so-called democratic, what they were choosing. All right, because is the same procedures that goes through that take place today. All right, where your government is concerned. All right, your government is selected, it is not elected. That two-party system and all that thing that go back all the way to Rome. And it was selected, not elected. But where it says here, verse, let's know. All right. It was diverse from all the beasts that were before it, and it had 10 horns. Those 10 horns, all right, during the Roman times, it was speaking about the 10 vassal states that Rome had under its control. But now, all right, with that deadly wound, all right, that was healed, it is actually speaking about the European Union, because the European Union, it started at, let me see if I could get something here, bear with me. Nice, so I've got it here, all right, because when it says, when I go back to where it's in Revelation 13 and 3, even, I think it's 13 or 14, where it speaks about his deadly wound was healed. All right, it's speaking about actually the 10 horns, all right. The 10 horns and what and it speak about the beast. All right, this is what it is speaking about here: the beast and its system. All right, the beast system. All right, and the countries that made up the beast. All right, the governmental structures that made up the beast. All right, and the image which goes into its system. All right, so it says here the first 6 countries to join the European Common Market were Belgium, France, Germany, Italy, Luxembourg, and the Netherlands. Watch this. The Treaty of Rome established. Oh gosh, you can't get better than this. You can't get better than this. The Treaty of Rome. Because you have to understand, these people, they know who they are. All right, there's no shadow of a doubt. There's no surprise or anything for Trump to declare for Emperor Nero Trump to declare that the American bald eagle shall be the national bird of America, Babylon the Great. But nevertheless, it says the Treaty of Rome established a European economic community which created a common market among these 6 countries. The EEC's initial goal was to achieve economic integration, including a customs union and a common market. But when it comes here, it says the EEC was created in 1975 by the Treaty of Rome, which was signed by Belgium, France, Italy, Luxembourg, the Netherlands, and West Germany, the United Kingdom, Denmark, and Ireland. All right, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, the United Kingdom, Denmark, and Ireland joined in 1973, followed by Greece and Portugal and Spain in 1986. All right. Now, this was the prophecy being fulfilled here pursuant to the 10 horns. But you see, the thing is, they try to offset prophecy by including other nations, other European nations. Alright, they try to offset prophecy, but the prophecy was already fulfilled. You can't offset the prophecy. You can't offset the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshai. You get what I'm saying? This is what it is. Yeah, you can't offset Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshai's word. Alright? So, alright? This is it here. So, as I said here, this is the prophecy being fulfilled pursuant to Daniel chapter 7 from verse 6. You know, verse 6, verse 7, verse 8, and onwards. Alright? This is them here. So it's no coincidence that the Lord, you know, is no coincidence, not the Lord Salaki, it's no coincidence that, it's a slip of the tongue, Donald Trump is declaring that the you know, the bald eagle is their national bird. Again, the eagle is showing himself. Alright? The eagle is showing himself. The Edomites, their symbol from ever since their existence, from since Mount Seir. From since Mount Seir was always the eagle. To the point of the Germans, the Germans, the Spanish, the Russians, all of them, alright, they never stepped away from that symbol. They have never stepped away from that symbol. Because that symbol represents them and they represent that symbol, that eagle. Because the eagle is our most proud bird. Alright? The eagle is our most proud bird. I think they fly the highest. Alright? They fly the highest, and you know, you should look at the attributes of an eagle and compare it to Esau Edom, the so-called white man. That's why when you go to Obadiah, when you take a look at Obadiah 1, and I will start from verse 1. Alright, Obadiah 1 and 1, the vision of Obadiah, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh, concerning Edom. Alright, concerning Edom, we have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in the battle. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, and thou art greatly despised. The Lord has made Esau Edom small among the heathen, as in these nations are looking down on Esau Edom now. They have no care or fear for Esau Edom. Alright, they have no care nor fear for Esau Edom. It says here, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee. Yeah, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee. Though thou dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Alright, this is the pride of Esau, because of their technology and all that they have achieved and what have you so forth. Alright, who can take me down? Who can bring me down from this pedestal that I have been lifted upon? It says, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle. What other nation? Come on. You don't see the so-called East Indians associating themselves with the eagle, and that being their symbol. Alright? You don't see the Chinese, you don't see the Japanese so-called, alright? You don't see the so-called Africans, alright? The Arabs, none of them. Who else you see associating themselves with the eagle? Alright? Who else? Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down to the ground, saith the Lord. This is the thing here. This is it here. Who else fits such prophecy? None other than the so-called white man, Esau Edom. Alright? When you go through ancient history, it will let you know that ancient Rome, alright, the ancient Roman Empire, pagan Rome, was Esau Edom. Was Esau Edom. And the scripture speaks of when the Messiah coming back to bring destruction, he will be coming to a world ruled by Esau Edom. Alright, and Esau Edom is showing off who he truly are, who he truly represents, what represents him. Alright, that they are the Edomites, and the bald eagle, it shows without the shadow of a doubt. Well, the eagle, whether it be the bald eagle, the golden eagle, what have you, so forth, it shows without the shadow of a doubt that they are the Edomites. Alright, I think it had some more that I had also go through. Let me see. This was going into the Roman Empire and their rulership and what have you, so forth, and the power that they had. Alright, but it says here, this let me come to here. What country does the eagle represent? The United States. The bald eagle has been the national bird of the United States since 1782, when it was placed with outspread wings on the great seal of their country. Not my country, so I wouldn't say our. But anyhow, it appears in many government institutions and on official documents, making it the most pictured bird in all of America, Babylon the Great. So, come on. And who is ruling? Whose face is on the dollar? Alright? Whose face is on the dollar? Pursuant to when Yahushua had us pull up on these wicked jakes. Let me see if I can get that scripture. Alright, Matthew 22:20. Let me see something. What the hell am I going at? Right, you know what? I'm going to come to the right Matthew, so I can make sure and get it in red letter. 22. Matthew 22:20. But I think. Alright, so I will start from 16. I will start from 16. It reads, and Matthew 22:16, and they sent out unto him their disciples with the Herodians, saying, and the Herodians were Edomites. Yeah? The Herodians were Edomites. Alright? And then, well, they don't know it had, as I see in the NLT, they're supporters of Herod. You don't know it had sell out jakes, sell out niggers. Alright? But for more part, the Herodians were Edomites. And it says here, saying, Master, we know that thou art true and teachest the way of Yahweh. In truth, neither carest thou for any man, for thou regardest not the person of men. Here they come to try to say they could trip him up. But it says, tell us therefore, what thinkest thou? Is it lawful to give tribute unto Caesar or not? But Yahushua perceived their wickedness and said, why tempt ye me, ye hypocrites? Show me the tribute money. And they brought unto him a penny. And he said unto them, whose is the image and subscription? They say unto him, Caesar's. Caesar's. Then he said unto them, render therefore unto Caesar the things which are Caesar's, and unto Yahweh the things which are Yahweh. Alright, so this is the situation here. Alright, when you take a look at the dollar, alright, the US dollar today, whose face is on the dollar? Alright, they call them dead presidents. But who were those dead presidents? What nation, what nationality does those dead presidents, alright, came from? Who they represent? Alright? This is the question that you ought to ask yourself. All right? These are the questions that you ought to ask yourself. Yeah? So, this is the thing here. They are the Edomites. They are the Edomites. Yeah? They are the Edomites. Yeah? Let's go to the next slide. It says here, what does the eagle represent in representing the Roman Empire, Salakia? Imperial power. In ancient Rome, the eagle was known as the king of birds. It was a symbol of imperial power and therefore represent the courage, strength, and immorality. Yeah? The eagle remains one of the most famous animal symbols associated with ancient Rome today. You can't hide it, so. Alright? You can't hide. The Lord is making you bear. And the thing about it is, you all have an attitude now, hey, let's get with the program and done the story and be proud with it, man. It says here, so the Romans adopted the eagle as their symbol of power. From there, it was adopted by a number of other countries, empires to symbolize that power. Which was what? Other Edomite countries. Alright, other Edomites. Because they know this is their heritage, this is where they came from. They know that alright. The dragon on the Welsh flag. Alright, the dragon on the Welsh flags. Why you think they adopted the dragon, the red dragon on their flag? Because they know that they represent ancient Rome, and ancient Rome was known as the red dragon. They know, these Edomites know it for a fact. Alright, these Edomites know it for a fact. It says the Russians and Austrians, so they came to mind for their displays of eagles as symbols. Because they're going right back to their history. It says it rests on a dual symbolism. On the one hand, it is seen as a symbol of the Roman Empire. The Roman eagle has been introduced as the standardized emblem of Roman legions under Consul Gaius Marius in 102 BC. On the other hand, the eagle is in early medieval iconography representing Saint. Alright? Alright, this is what it is. This is what it is. Yeah? That's why when I go, and I will end the talk with this here. Alright? They're just showing off themselves to. I don't know what I will title this. The eagle is showing off his true nature. I think I will title it that instead. The eagle is showing off his true nature. That's why the Lord said this. Alright, 2nd Esdras 11 and 4. Let me see, is it 40 or 30 or 37, boy? Or 36 or something like that. 37 actually. 2nd Esdras 11:37, where it reads, and I beheld, and lo, as it were a roaring lion chased out of the wood. Who is the lion? Alright, who is the lion? Yahushai. Alright, the conquering lion of the tribe of Judah. And I saw that he sent out a man's voice unto the eagle. That is who? This 2nd Esdras 11 and 12. What you feel that is really speaking about? That is really taught. That is prophesying the coming in of the Roman Empire. Alright, Esdras was prophesying. The Lord put the Spirit on Esdras and show him the prophecy of the Roman Empire coming into play. Alright? This is what it is. And the Romans, what were their symbol? The eagle. And said, hear thou, I will talk with thee, and the highest shall say unto thee, Art not thou it that remainest of the four beasts, all right, which goes into the 10 toes, all right, the 10 toes, part iron, part miry clay. All right, they are the remainder of the fourth beast. The fourth beast was the Roman Empire. All right, and the deadly wound was healed, but hey, despite that it was healed, it hasn't come all fully well together, meshing together. All right, because you have infighting and what have you, so forth. You have nations. Yeah, they are not all strong. The European Union, the 10 horns, they're not all well strong. They're not all in one oiled mechanism. All right, let's just put it that way. All right, so it says here, art not thou it that remainest of the four beasts whom I made to reign in my world, that the end of their times, this eagle, the end of their times might come through them. And how is it going to come through them? By their own inventions, thermal nuclear missiles, ICBMs. All right, and the fourth came and overcame all the beasts that were past Salakia, and had power over the world with great fearfulness, and over the whole compass of the earth. Because back then they didn't have full control over the whole compass of the earth. They had only control in known earth. But now that they have revived, all right, they have control over the 4 quarters of the earth, these Edomites. All right? So it says, and the fourth came and overcame all the beasts that were past, and had power over the world with great fearfulness. All right? And over the whole compass of the earth with much wicked oppression, and so long time dwelt he upon the earth with deceit, even to this day. Even to this day. Verse 41, for the earth hast thou not judged with truth, for thou hast afflicted the meek, thou hast hurt the peaceable, thou hast loved liars, and destroyed the dwellings of them that brought forth fruit. All right, that brought forth fruit, meet for repentance, and had cast down the walls of such as did thee no harm. Therefore is thy wrongful dealing come up unto the highest, and thy pride unto the most high. And this is what these Edomites fail to realize, that this, at the end of the day, you can't hide from Yahweh B'Hashem Yahshai. All right? All the evildoers, all the wrongdoings, your sins, this, that, the other, is going to all turn right back to Yahweh Shai. All right? It's all going to turn right back to Yahweh Shai for him to expose it. All right? This is what it is. Verse 44. The highest had also looked upon the proud times, and behold, they have ended, and his abominations are fulfilled. And therefore appear no more eagle, no more Esau Edom, nor thy horrible wings. All right, all where you stretch out, right, and you have your bases and your embassies and all these things, nor thy wicked feathers, all right, nor thy malicious heads, which is your rulers, all right. The feathers and your heads goes into your rulers, all right. Your small rulers, all right, and your big rulers, all right. Nor thy hurtful claws, which goes into your military might, nor all thy vain body, which is what? This whole system. The whole system is going to come to a crashing end. That all the earth may be refreshed and may return, being delivered from thy violence, all right, and that she may hope for the judgment and mercy of him that made her. This is what the hope for the elect is longing for. All right, so Trump and all you Edomites and what have you, so forth, whether Democrat, whether Republic, or whatever. All right, we know and you know that you all are the Edomites. All right, the eagle is your representation, and you're about to fall. Point blank period. All right. This is your brother Kahan from the GMS Prophetic Vibration Camp. Alright? Signing out. Saying Kal Halayam La Allah Yanawa Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Kodash. Barakata Yahweh Barakata Yahushai Barakata Yahweh Barakata Yahushai Barakata Yahweh Barakata Yahushai. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of great millstone that rule well. Peace, blessing, salutation unto the brothers who preaching and teaching the truth through the four corners of the earth, risking their lives and their freedom to do so no more than ever. Shalom unto the speckled blood Israelites and shalom unto the very few but faithful Akwat. Your brother Kahan from the GMS Prophetic Vibration Camp signing out saying shalom, shalom unto the hopeful elect. Wa bad babal unto this wicked place, man. Hey, it must done. Shalom.